Hey, what's up everyone? It's Ben Zinn with Next Level Guitar. Thanks so much for checking out the lesson today. And we wanted to bring a lesson on some blues rhythm concepts. And we have a lesson on how to approach playing a 12-bar blues, maybe in a little bit of a different light than we might do normally. A lot of us have learned this sort of device, right, to get us through a blues jam. And that's great. There's a lot that we can do with that. But I think sometimes not only expanding our blues vocabulary in terms of our lead playing, but also in terms of our rhythm playing can yield some really good results. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take you through a 12-bar blues progression with kind of a new device to take a look at and some ways that we can improvise with that device. A rhythm type concept that works really well, and you can move this all around, play it in several different keys. But it's a very versatile concept. We'll go ahead and play this for you, and then we'll break it down. And so on, right? So we can use that as a template to kind of get into a groove. The basic concept is we're going to move through a blues chord progression, but instead of just playing some chords and just setting it and forget it, parking on one chord, we want to inject a little bit more movement into our blues rhythm playing. And this can spawn a bunch of fun ideas. The basic idea, if we're playing in the key of A, we're going to announce the root note of the chord, and then we're going to add a little bit of movement in the higher register strings here. So we're going to take our third finger and we're going to bar across strings 2, 3, and 4. We're only going to hit that one time. We're going to end up on an A7 cluster here. This is the 5th fret, 6th fret, and 5th fret. The first finger is barring. So all of this activity is going to be on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. Both the bar here and the A7 cluster here. So that's the beginning outline of what we're going to be playing. Okay, so we're going to put that to a little bit of that swung feel. So getting those 3 locations together, I think, is a good first step. As you get comfortable with that, let's add in a hammer-on into the middle finger note. And that's going to be key to this idea. The rhythmic idea, that's kind of underlying everything. Boom, ba-ka, ba-boom, ba-ka. And you can see once you get into a flow with it, you can improvise a little bit with some of those concepts. Now that little bit of punctuation that I'm hitting there is simply hitting all the way to the 1st string. So then your first finger is going to bar down to the 1st string too. So you're going to catch that high A note. Okay, so very versatile way to approach a rhythm part for a blues. Hey, if you would like to have a free video lesson that explains in greater detail how to solo over a groove such as this, what we've done is put together a comprehensive ebook and a free video lesson that's going to tell you devices, scales, licks, and techniques. Basically a bunch of great information on how you can start to improvise and start your lead guitar journey in a scenario like this over a blues. All you have to do to get that is just click on the link that you see below. Click on that link, we'll send you the free ebook and free video lesson from Next Level Guitar. So after you have those core 3 locations, our root statement, our ring finger bar, and then our hammer-on into the barred position. So that's first finger barring, hammering in with the middle finger. Those are our 3 chord locations. And we're playing them in that rhythm, and repeating. Maybe with some accents like so. Now, to build a little bit of interest, you can so what we did there was, instead of returning to announcing the root note, we just started alternating between these 2 positions. You can kind of think about this as a substitute for that thing, right? Hear how that rhythm is similar in both of those devices. But sometimes this concept can be fresh after we've heard this a little while. So it's a nice way to get away from that idea. The nice thing, of course, about the blues is that it's open for improvisations. So now the nice thing is, once we have all this stuff together in one position, it works just as well to move that through a chord progression. So if we're playing A blues and we're here in this position stating an A chord, then when we go to the next chord in the blues, D, you can just continue that figure and go back. So as we're moving that from chord to chord, we're starting, the first chord in our blues is A at the 5th fret. All this stuff is kind of rooted around this 5th fret note. Now the next chord in the blues is going to be a D chord up here at the 10th fret. So all you have to do is continue all those same moves, just this time starting from the 10th fret. Going back from the start, we'll look at that transition. And back. Now, let's go up to the 12th fret to announce the E chord, or the 5 chord of the blues. Now down, back to the 1. So as you can see, we can take this figure all the way through the progression of a blues and use this as a jumping off point or a template for rhythm playing within that progression. So now let's take it all the way through a 12-bar blues using that device as a template. And as we've talked about, once you have that groove established, you're free to do some improvising and tweaking a little bit as you see fit. Basically, as long as you kind of stay within the flow of the rhythm of the track or groove that you're playing, anything is fair game. So it's fun to have fun with this, in other words. So I'm going to mix this up a little bit, but again, using that core device as my starting point or as my outline for everything I'm going to do. Here we go. All right. Thanks, everyone, so much for checking this out today. Once again, Ben for nextlevelguitar.com. And if you haven't, head over to that website, nextlevelguitar.com. We have over 2,000 video lessons there for all of you to check out. We also have a 3-day free pass right there on the homepage. So if you click on that, you can check out everything that we have to offer, all kinds of styles, skill levels, a lot of good stuff on there for your guitar playing journey. So also, if you haven't, click subscribe. That way we'll let you know every time that we upload a new lesson to our YouTube channel. Leave us a comment below if you like. Once again, thanks so much for checking it out. We do appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.